I want to start a business, but no one supports me. My family doesn't care. They don't understand. My friends don't understand. They say I should get a job. I should go to college. What do I do? I almost didn't make this video because tomorrow I'm moving to LA for a week to film a very long video, and I was rationalizing it. I was saying, oh, I'm gonna shoot a really long video tomorrow. I'm gonna put in all this work and everything's gonna be fine. Today I'll just relax a little bit. And then I didn't want to go to the gym. And then I didn't want to eat on time. And then I remembered that I promised to make the video to you yesterday. It's right there at the end of the video. You can see next video tomorrow. I said, fuck it. And then I went back, went to the gym, made this video, or I'm making this video right now, and I got everything done, packed, ready to go tomorrow. So what should you do when you don't have this support? When your parents, your family, or your friends, or just everyone whole of society doesn't understand what you're doing with your entrepreneurial dream. They don't understand your vision, they don't understand what's going on. What should you do in this situation? Now, they have this control over you, especially your parents, and they have this emotional leverage over you because they're your parents and you really love your parents probably, or at least like them, depending on how your relationship is. So they have a lot of control over you. So some of this control is financial. Most people, they get supported by their parents, some don't, and then the parents have a lot less leverage. How can you solve this? You can get a job on the side. You can become a bartender or a waiter or a club promoter or anything like that. Just get some kind of job on the side. Guess what? Your parents instantly have less influence over you once you do that because you're not dependent financially on them any longer. The second thing, you're emotionally dependent on them and they keep telling you, you can't start a business, you can't do this, you're gonna waste your life, you're going to fail. And they tell you all this stuff, and they tell you stuff like, I read this in the Facebook group today, you'll understand when you have children, and you don't know how to handle that because you're like 19 years old, for example. You're like, whoa, what's going on? But here's the solution. Actually, there's a few solutions. The first one, you don't have to tell them. You tell them only about the results. You only tell them what you have achieved, not what you're going to do or all these big plans. Just tell them once you have achieved the first milestone. And they're like, oh, well, there's a lot less they can say at that point. Another thing you can do is have less contact with them. Probably you're not living with them, and if you are, move out. If you're probably an adult if you're watching this, so move out. You're not supposed to live with your parents, and you don't have to call them like every single day. Just reduce the contact you have with them so they have less control, less leverage over you. And you don't have to like abandon them or anything like that. You're just giving yourself some room to grow and to be different from them because you're allowed to be different from them. Times have changed. The whole job security, the whole college will get you a job, all that stuff is out the window. It doesn't exist any longer. That is already, common knowledge. Like, I'm not even saying anything new right now. Your family, they tend to live in the past. And it's very, very, very hard to convince them. My mother, she still calls me to this day asking me when I'll get a job. I've been running a company for 8 years. So, it kind of lasts for a while. So what do you do if you move out and your friends, you don't really want to talk to them because they don't understand business? Here's what you do. You find people who are on the same path and you move in with them. You move in and you live together. That's what I do with other entrepreneurs who get you, who are on the same path, who support you, who push you, and who keep you accountable, help you keep accountable. Now bring value to the table. Don't just like try to get accountability out of them or value out of them. Bring value to the table and grow with them. And this is one of the best ways to grow. This is one of the best ways to learn. You learn through osmosis. Another thing you can do is join masterminds. I run a mastermind. It works incredibly well. When you see dozens of other people get results, your brain will start working differently. It's not a matter of do I believe it? It's a matter of when can I free up time every single day to implement what it takes to succeed. That's what you're supposed to be focused on, not trying to convince your parents, friends, or family members on some path that you're taking. You're not supposed to convince them. They're not supposed to understand because they live a different life from you and you can make your own decisions. That is my answer to you. By the way, comment below and let me know what happened when you told your parents that you wanted to start your own business. Another thing, if you like this video, click subscribe to support the channel. See you next time.